welcome back to the Apprentice Collection. What fragrance you're wearing today and why you're wearing it? Comment that down in the section below. So, today was one of those days for me where I just wanted to rock a black t-shirt. Nothing special going on, there was nowhere I really needed to be. It was just kind of one of those days where, it wasn't too hot and I didn't want to dress up. For those that don't know, dressing up is kind of my thing. I love dressing up. Give me any reason to dress up and not do it. Unfortunately, today wasn't one of those days. So I just decided to throw on a black t-shirt. Now, the perfect fragrance for one of those days where you just want to throw on a black t-shirt, or if it's kind of chilly outside and you want to throw on a leather jacket, perfect fragrance for one of those days is Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This fragrance smells so good. Out of all of the leather fragrances that I've ever smelled, this is second place, coming second to Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. In my opinion, Tuscan Leather is like the big brother of, or the older sibling of Ombre Leather. Tuscan Leather is a little bit more bolder. It projects off the skin a little bit more. You got to be careful with your sprays because it's really strong. As opposed to Ombre Leather, this one is a more wearable. It sits a little bit closer to the skin, but it's still very strong. People get good whiffs of it when they get close to you. I'll tell you that. I've never really, I've never made anyone uncomfortable or, choke someone out with this fragrance before. That's one thing I will also say. The top note has some cardamom. The mid has some jasmine, sandalwood, if I'm not mistaken, and of course black leather. And in the base, there's some amber, some moss, and some patchouli. This fragrance really gives off that bad boy kind of vibe. It's definitely different than what you'll smell when it comes to everyone else. This will definitely make you stand out when compared to fragrances like Dior Sauvage or Versace Eros and stuff that, some of the regular people wear. By regular people, I mean, those that are not as into fragrances as me and some of the people that I know. This is definitely a head turner when compared to those fragrances. I've gotten quite a few compliments off of this fragrance. I was at a bowling alley. For a work function. This is like last winter. I mean, you call it winter, but in North Carolina, winter is kind of like fall. So I was at a bowling alley and I was just going to, get some food from the concession stand. And the lady behind the counter was like, look, let me tell you something. She's like, before I give you this food, let me tell you that whatever you are wearing, it smells absolutely amazing. And I want to thank you. I'm like, you want to thank me? She's like, yeah, most people come in here smelling like weed or, smelling like some nonsense or just, smelling like they ain't wore deodorant in 3 days. So I really appreciate you coming in here smelling good and, dress well. And that's just one of the many compliments that I've gotten while wearing this fragrance right here. According to, the masses, it's probably best to wear that fragrance when it's a little bit colder outside. You definitely might choke somebody out if you wear it on an extremely hot day. To be completely honest, I don't really hold myself into any bounds when it comes to when I decide to wear that. I usually wear it whenever I feel like throwing on my leather jacket in the closet, or whenever I'm just wearing a black t-shirt, or when I'm wearing darker colors. The price point on Ombre Leather is anywhere from $130 all the way up to about $200. $130, $140 is how much you'll get for this bottle right here, which is the 1.7 ounce bottle. And once you hit that 3.4 ounce bottle, which is 100 milliliters, you'll be hitting that $200 range. You could try finding this fragrance at on some of the discounter sites, but I haven't really had any luck. It's either sold out or the price is not very different. It's between $150 and $200. But if you are trying to try out a new fragrance and you're just trying to you never had a leather fragrance before and you want to get your hands on it, you can also buy it on like Scent Split or Twisted Lily or one of those sites, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked, but it's worth checking out. You could spend anywhere from $20 to $50 in order to get you a sample size bottle of it. Also, the fragrance is unisex, so guys and gals can pull off this fragrance. I actually ran into a chick in the club that had on Ombre Leather one particular night. She asked me what I had on, and coincidentally enough, I had on Tuscan Leather. And then she told me that she had on Ombre Leather, and we had a nice little conversation about it. But all in all, most of the time Ford's fragrances are unisex, so if you're a guy or gal and you want to check it out, by all means do it. If you're into leather fragrances, you don't yet have it, I recommend that you get it. But outside of that, all I got for you guys today, I felt like wearing a black t-shirt today, so it was one of those days where ombre leather was the fragrance of choice, and because of that, I made it the topic of discussion. That's all I got for you guys this time. Take it easy. If you got any questions about any other fragrances, let me know, because I have about 50 fragrances and I've smelt hundreds. So let me know what the dilly is. Take it easy.